And now, after years of planning, sweating, and going broke, here is the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
And it left the media.
Why they would give this man a podcast is anyone's guess.
Then there is what could only be a bizarre coincidence or something else.
Welcome to the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Country music and fine moonshine. Finally, a podcast that lets it all hang out.
Let's level with America.
Got your boots? Ready for some whiskey?
These boots are made for walking.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
And now, the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
All right. Hey, everyone. Jim here, Boots and Whiskey Podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a new episode out now with Waylon Hanel. Hanel. It's got to be Hanel. That's the only way I can think of. That would be the way it says. What have we got going on? Not much. Waylon's here. He's going to talk to us about some things he's got going on. I did not realize this when we decided to release this episode today, that it was Waylon's birthday over the weekend. So happy birthday, Waylon. We didn't do anything country music related this weekend. We got nothing really going on. Couple weeks we do. We'll have, you know what we might be doing this week? We might be doing Stephen Kellogg, Road to 3000, hopefully on Thursday at the Sinclair in Cambridge. We'll see. We don't really have anything until Treaty Oak and Turnpike that whole weekend, and that's still a couple of weeks away. That's really it. If it's your first time here, welcome. Sorry, I'm a little kind of out of it. I've been very lazy the last few days, so I'm just trying to get my wits about me. It's been a long week here personally, so I'm kind of out of it, to be totally honest with you. But here we are. We're doing the damn thing. So, like I said, first time here, welcome. We kind of fuck around and find out. We don't do professional very well, as you can tell. But that's, and if you have been here before, you know exactly what you're in for. But you're in for a great conversation with Waylon. I'll tell you that for sure. Check this kid out. He's got it going on, man. He's got a great sound. I think he's got a lot to offer this industry we're in. We got a few things coming up, lined up. Hopefully that'll be got some big things. We'll just say that big things are on the horizon. That's all. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Happy Monday. My calendar tells me it's a holiday, so happy Martin Luther King Day. And that's it. That's really it. Stay tuned, guys. We'll see you on the flip side. Enjoy the conversation. I apologize. I'm just beat. I just feel like I've been hit by a tractor trailer. But yeah, we're good. We'll see you on the flip side. Shut the fuck up, Jim. Enjoy.
Sure.
So I don't know what they've told you about this show, but we kind of fuck around and find out, right?
Perfect.
And there's no questions. There's no pre-saved questions, right?
All right.
So I keep running into this problem of people not knowing that I'm on the East Coast and thinking that 4 o'clock means 4 o'clock your time or wherever the hell you are,
Yeah.
right? So it's always like a crapshoot whether somebody's going to be on time or not. And I would just say it. I was like, I wonder if he knows if it's 4 o'clock Eastern or.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna just shoot the shit here for a little bit, find out about you, and there's no holds on this. You say whatever you want. We don't edit shit. So if there's something, if you go on some sort of
dude, I love this, man.
crazy tangent, the world's gonna hear it.
Well, good. That's the way it should be.
That's right. So first and foremost, congratulations on your Josie Music Award.
Thank you very much, man. Dude, down there, that was my first time ever going to the Grand Ole Opry. And, dude, it's a lot bigger than I thought. And everything's way more expensive than I thought it would be, too. Seriously. It was $13 for a fucking hot dog.
That's it?
To me, that's expensive.
I mean, it is. But so I live up in the up in New England, up in the Boston area, right?
Hmm.
Everything is like that up here, all of the time.
Damn. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter
it's
where you
awful.
go.
Nope, nope.
Dude, it's
It
like
could be
how
a
do you
small. Yeah, it's awful.
fuck, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun down there. I got to stand in that circle where all the greats stood and I didn't have a speech prepared or nothing, so I kind of mumbled my way through it. But,
yeah.
thank Josie, her mother, and everybody that came out. It was really cool, man. And then
That
when I was down there, I got to cut two songs while I was there with a new producer named Ken Royster. Really cool dude, man. Really cool dude. And then shot a couple music videos down there. So
that's
everything's
awesome.
on the way back. And we actually just got those two songs back today. Or sorry, yesterday. Listening to them in the truck on the way up to a show. Holy shit. They turned
Yeah,
out
good.
cool.
That's awesome. So were you really that surprised that you won?
Very surprised.
Yeah,
Very. So it was my first time attending those awards, and it was my first year that I got nominated. I said, well, I really wasn't planning on going, but once we kind of scheduled this Nashville trip to record some songs and do some content shooting and all that, I said, yeah, let's get tickets and go. And it'd just be cool to see some people, and we recognized a lot of people that we've known throughout the years doing this thing, and yeah, it was. I wasn't expecting to get called or nothing. So
yeah.
there's actually a video that mom took, and I went, "What the fuck?" Like right before they called my name. It was crazy, man.
I so we were nominated too, and I didn't end up going because
Hmm.
so the week leading into it, my son turned 10, and
Okay.
so it was either go to Disney and surprise him or go to Nashville and maybe win an award, right?
Yeah,
So like I think I made the right choice, but
absolutely, man. Family's
yeah,
always number one, man.
that's right. That's right. But it
Hmm.
looked, I wanted to go just to see it, see how they do it and the spectacle of it for the last few years. And, part of me kicks myself in the ass for not going, but, you know,
Well,
there's always next year, I guess, right?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, clearly you guys got nominated too, so I wouldn't be surprised if you got nominated next year as well.
I mean, that's the hope. That's, and it's like me, like, I don't do this for awards or recognition. I do this because it's my therapy, right? Every week.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
but like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I went back once they announced who won, and I was like, really, because I'm also that asshole where I'm like, really, that you beat me, motherfucker. you know?
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
I do like how they do it though, where there's nobody votes. They have a committee and all that stuff, and it's probably the safest way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably no bias or whatever kind of shit goes on with that other stuff. But yeah,
Right.
they're really cool, man. How they
Yeah.
do it for independent artists. I mean, that's really cool. And the way the
Yeah.
world is now with social media and technology, because I feel like I'm an old fart. I can't do the social media shit. I'll take videos of myself and it's just not my thing. I'd rather
Yeah.
be out in the woods with a bow. But now after doing this thing for damn near 5 years as a job, I've
Mhm.
learned it's a tool, man. You have to use it just like a tool, like it's in your nail bags. And I'm kind of taking a different approach on it, and it has changed. It has changed. I can tell that I'm a
Yeah.
little bit more comfortable with it when you use it as a tool. So,
Yeah. I mean, I even do it with this stuff where like I'll find where the social media is constantly going, and I'm constantly putting stuff out, and then there'll be like weeks where it's like, dude, you posted once a day this week, and that was it. And it's like, well,
yeah.
because it's that the social media side of this business, right, is a full-time
Hmm.
job in and of itself.
It is, dude, and not a lot of people realize that.
No,
Seriously.
no.
And you're out and about doing shit. It's not like you can fucking drive and text and insta talk fucking people, like you can't
Right,
do that all the
right,
time.
right. It's like
Like, come
I
on.
have a day job too. I can't just
Hmm.
if a tour pops up and they announce it at 11 a.m., like I can't just stop my day and post about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
so if you're not in Nashville, where's home?
So Michigan, that's
Oh,
my
okay.
That's actually where I am right now.
Nice.
I played a show in Northern Michigan last night, and then just drove back today in order to be on time for this. Thank you again for having me,
Okay.
by the way.
Yeah,
This is cool,
anytime,
man.
anytime. Yeah. So
But
I was just gonna say, being from Michigan, how do you start this thing? Like, was music something you've always wanted to do? Was it just like a, hey, I'm gonna pick up a
not
guitar and see what
really.
the hell happens?
Yeah, not really, man. I've always loved listening to country music.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't want to listen to Waylon Jennings and turn it up to fucking 11?
Right.
But that's what I did. I grew up in Michigan in the Thumb. My mom, my dad, my brother Landon, and I, and just normal family, small town. We love to hunt, fish, trap, anything outdoors. We're in the woods. If I'm not on stage, I'm usually in the woods. And right now is archery season, and on Saturday it's opening day at gun, so I'm excited for it.
Sweet.
But yeah, just growing up, coon hunting and riding around in the cornfields with dad and my brother with the truck, and he would turn on, Alan Jackson and all those old boys like that. And so music really stuck with me in that era. And yeah, it was pretty cool. For my 15th, when I was 15, I asked mom and dad for a guitar for Christmas. I was watching a video of Earl Scruggs playing banjo and just a few other people picking bluegrass music. And I said, dude, that's cool. I bet they get a lot of chicks. I want to try that. And I'm not kidding you. That's what happened. So they ended up getting me one. I didn't tell them that reason, but I also wanted to try to learn to play. And I got it and I taught myself. I never had a lesson or nothing. It was kind of nice because I didn't know what I was doing wrong and doing right. So, I could just do whatever I wanted. And it was kind of easier to pick up on it just
Yeah.
because you're doing it at your own pace. So I learned and taught myself how to play. And then mom was actually the one that said, you should try to sing. You go to a bonfire or, like a little house party. People like that stuff. Just bust out a tune. I'm like, okay. And I just didn't want to do it. So she kind of blackmailed me. I was 15 at the time, so I rode the bus and still lived at home. So I came home from school and I tried to grab my guitar from the room and I couldn't find it. It was like gone. Like, the hell is going on? I just said it right there before I left. She hit it on me because I wouldn't listen to her and I wouldn't sing. She literally fucking blackmailed me, my mother.
That,
So
that,
anyway, I finally said, "Yeah, you know what? I'll give it a shot." And "Walk the Line," Johnny Cash was like the first song that I learned and sang. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been able to, explore a path that I never thought I would have taken.
yeah.
I would have been fine being a carpenter or a brickie. I would have been
Yeah.
fine with it. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's been a journey, man. It's been a pretty fun career so far.
So your name, right? Is your name really Waylon?
Yes, yes.
Now, are
And
you
you
named
want to know what's
after
weird?
Waylon?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
That was Dad's doing. He actually got his foot in the door and he was able to open it.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm actually surprised on how many people ask me that. Is your name really Waylon? And I said, yeah, oh yeah, it is. But it was like within the last 2 years I've noticed that. Some people have been asking me about that. And I don't know. I don't really know any other people named Waylon.
Well, I think that's why, like it's such a, profound name that you don't hear all the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you do come across somebody that does have it, it's like, okay, is this your real name? Is this like a stage thing? Is this, what is it?
Yeah.
And it's always better when it is your real name, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can get with that, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I never grew up with a big musically inclined family at all. I'm the
Okay.
only person that plays guitar and sings. Everybody else is family of carpenters and builders. So that's what I thought that I was gonna do, besides hunt and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty crazy because everything that I do, I involve mom and dad in my business a lot.
Yeah.
And being independent, it's a family thing, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it can be good and bad. It can be good and bad, but it's mostly always good. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I really wouldn't trade it. I love being able to see my parents every weekend and during the week, and be involved with them, and not just a family loving way, but as a business. It's
Right.
that's
Oh
really
yeah.
cool. So
Now,
I'm a
how?
lucky person. I am truly lucky.
Yeah. Now, at what point, are you doing this, playing, kind of fucking around, and then who says to you, you know what, maybe you should do this?
And, well, I think it was I'm trying to well, it was Dan Richards and his wife Georgianne. So Dan Richards is a disc jockey up here. Um, I was actually just at his radio station that he works at, 1039 The Fox in Flint, Michigan, about half an hour away from my house. And yeah, I was doing an interview a long time ago. Just it was like kind of with a bar owner to play somewhere, and I ended up playing there. So he came in with his wife for the very first time, never saw me play or nothing, and he was somebody told him, "Hey, you should go check this kid out." And I was 17 at the time, and I'm 23 now, so it was a while ago. So he came in and watched, and then he apparently loved it because he stayed for the whole show, and then they end up taking off. So the third or fourth time they end up coming out to see me, they approached me and introduced himself, told me who he was, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! I've been listening to you since I was 10 years old on the radio, because that name's Dan Richards Sunday Flashback. He plays classic country, and it was his wife that told me, man, you should have you thought about like writing your own material, or like doing it like your way, like how Waylon Jennings did or how Willie Nelson did? I went, no, I never really thought about that. And it kind of stuck with me. And she didn't say like you should do this, but it was kind of like the imprint. She said it without saying it, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. It's like I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
read between the lines. I'm like, damn, maybe I'm it's kind of weird that somebody like that actually believes in the things that are coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it was her for the very first time when I was 17 years old.
That's awesome. Now, when you started writing your own
Yeah.
stuff, like how much of a learning curve was that? Not really having much of a background in it.
I'm still learning, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Songwriting, it's there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Right.
It's literally there's no right or wrong way. You can write a song. I'm trying to think of. I think "Amazing Grace" took 10 years to write,
Damn.
and Waylon. Oh yeah, and then Waylon Jennings' song "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way" took 10 minutes.
Right.
So it's just like there's no right or wrong way, but the right way to do it is trying to be truthful, have a good story, and just have something that cuts right there, man.
Yeah.
You like if you listen to something Dirt Cheap, Cody Johnson is a prime example. You hear that song and go, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
It's a story that you hear so much, but the way that they write that thing, it eats at everybody's heartstrings. And that right there is what you want to try to do.
Right. And
Or write a song about drinking, and I do that.
right. I love Kojo. I'm a big Kojo guy, right? And talking about Dirt Cheap, like it was written by one guy, and and Josh Thompson is fucking awesome. He writes some of the
Yeah.
best tunes out there. And you're right. It gets you, and I don't know if it gets me because I've been through that, but I mean, if it gets you, it's got to get all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that's what's cool about music, man. It's literally it to me it's my therapy, and I'm very lucky that I get to do it as a job and a career. But seriously, there's no better feeling to me besides a fucking double lung. I love doing that. But my favorite thing in the world is getting on stage and singing songs and making people happy. And the crowd can tell. I mean, if you're in a good
Oh yeah,
mood, they're going to be in a good mood. If you're down and playing slower songs, they're going to get the blues, man. Like
yeah,
that the singer is they're the ones that portray how you're going to react. If I'm happy, you're going to be happy and you're not even going to know how. and
Right.
it's crazy. It's an energy thing, and you just pour it all out there through wood and strings and amplifiers and sounds that just warm your heart, man. I know
Yeah.
I'm getting into it a lot,
No,
but
no,
those are the
you're,
emotions that I feel.
and it's. I'm going to echo that. Where when I do this, it's the same way. Like
Mhm.
I go into each of these episodes where it's like I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know your story, and I do that on purpose because I want to hear you tell it for the first time, right? Because if I go
Yeah,
into this knowing what I'm already going to hear, I'm already checked out. I'm thinking about something else. No, no disrespect to you or anybody else, but I'm not going to give a shit. I'm not going to give you the attention that you
exactly.
deserve coming on, right? So, but you're right. Like, and I've had guests where you can tell either one, they don't want to do it, two, they're just not in the headspace for it, and all those things are fine, but it does comes out in the conversation because it's like sometimes it's like pulling teeth, and other times, when I get somebody like you that will open up and talk, it makes life so much more easy, and it makes these conversations that much more enjoyable.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, it. I'm gonna seriously say damn near the same thing. Like being on the radio, and sometimes if I'm lucky enough to actually go on the radio or be on a podcast like this, thank you again, by the way.
Mm,
Um, it's crazy. Some of those radio guys, when we're done, he's like, "Hey, man, that was fun. Did you have fun?" I'm like, "Dude, fuck yeah, I was on the radio. This
right,
is this is awesome."
right,
And he's like, "You would be seriously surprised on how many people like they don't talk. Like they
right,
barely say words." I'm
right,
like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, dude, literally like pulling teeth, like you said. There's like no emotion. And then as
right,
soon as they switch it up, they're like, 'Oh, hey, thank you very much.' And then it's hunky dory. But in
right.
that moment, it's like
Yeah,
silence.
yeah, it's wild.
I don't know.
It's wild. It's really, really strange. So with what you're doing, and the success you've had and all that, like what is it looking like for you? Like where are you going next? Like what's the next step?
Definitely. So the reason I haven't moved to Nashville, and I probably won't move to Nashville anytime soon, is because when I started in Michigan, I kind of had a not a vision, but maybe a kind of a half-assed plan. I'm already having a pretty good following in this county, and whatever. Why don't I just stay home? My family lives here. I have beautiful hunting property that I can hunt in state land at mom and dad's. And all my friends are still here. Why don't I just, and I'm making, a decent living at it. Why don't I
Right.
just conquer this state first and
Yeah.
then have it trickle down? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, Cody Jinks and George Strait did that in Texas. I
Right.
mean, you could go down to Texas and there's Texas artists down there that only play in Texas and
Right.
they make, I'd say, over $1 million a year
Right.
just in that state. You don't have to go to Nashville anymore, man.
You
And
don't.
social media, it's a tool. You use that. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Independent artists are surging and emerging, man.
Yeah. I say it all the
But
time. Like,
yeah, that was kind of my thing with it.
yeah, no, and I don't blame you. I tell people all the time, like when somebody asks, or the conversation comes up about moving to Nashville, I'm like, do you really need to? Like, I get the appeal. Don't get me wrong. I understand why you would. If you're
Hmm.
good, if you're good and you're regionalized well enough, like you'll make enough noise that people will notice you whether you're there or you're not.
That's what I was thinking. And you know, I'm to the point where damn near the whole state of Michigan knows my name.
Right.
Granted, the UP, I need to get up there and start doing some shows. But if you're able to, travel and, we could drive all the way to the end of the UP. It would take more than a day. You know what I mean? It's like a 12-hour drive. So
Yeah.
in just one state, you have that much ground to cover.
Right.
So instead of going to Tennessee, and plus everything's so expensive down there anyway, in there's all the same fish in the same tank.
Right.
Everybody's doing the same thing. So to stand out, it's very hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you could be the greatest singer and wear shit like this and not get recognized because of well, he's just another normal looking dude. If you don't
Right.
have something about you, or if
Yep.
you're not signed to a label automatically, it's gonna be tough shit.
Yeah.
They call it a 10-year town for a reason.
Yeah. You're absolutely
And
right.
it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. And like,
So,
regardless of
but
how
yeah,
good you
that
are,
was kind of my vision.
and like, regardless of how good
Yeah,
you are,
it seriously.
there's and I mean this no, there's always going to be somebody better than you, and they're not making it either. So
Absolutely. In
it's
anything you do.
right,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're not making it either, man.
right.
Yep.
And
But yeah,
it's
so
just
that's why
crazy.
when I'm out doing this stuff, I just I take every day as a blessing. Seriously, I really do. And I get to do what I love every single day and not call it a job. It's more than it's not a job. It's what I
No,
literally love to do. I love to pick a guitar up, sing songs, write songs, record songs, and play them for everybody to hear. And if they like it, that right there is the biggest compliment I could ever receive, man. It's just fun, good music, man.
and it is. There isn't a lot of. I mean, it's starting to come back, thank God. But like there isn't a ton of guys or girls out there like you that have that classic country sound, and it's recognizable. Where it's like this is a country song. It's not like a well, is this a pop song? Is this? It's no.
Yep,
This is country music.
dude, let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like that right there is basically exactly what I want people to think when they hear it. Like that's a country song. It's
Yeah.
not fucking pop. It's not
No.
fucking rap. It's not none of this shit. It's country music.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the way it should be.
Thank you for that, man.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Exactly. I mean, when you have to guess what type of music's on the radio, like, man, what kind of music is this? It shouldn't be on that station, man.
Right.
It should
Right.
not be on that station if you have to guess what type of music it is. And
Right.
like you said, it's starting to come back. I mean, you have people like Red Clay Strays. They're
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
They
Zach
are.
Top is fucking cool. Waylon Wyatt. A few other young cats that are coming up that are playing good music.
Yeah.
Zach, I know Zach Bryan gets a lot of hate on whatever, but dude, that's
Yeah.
real. That's
Right.
real raw stuff, man.
Right.
I love it.
I love talking about Zach Bryan because I love to give Zach Bryan shit on the internet because it gets people to engage and the eyeballs are there. But like I love Zach Bryan. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit. Like it's one of those things where I say it all the time on this show where people talk about Zach Bryan and they were like, "Can you believe Zach Bryan?" It's like, yeah, I've been listening to Zach Bryan's songs for years and he's been telling us how much of a piece of shit he is. Like, no, I'm not surprised.
it's like it's nothing new. Just listen to the music, man.
Right? That's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's like
Yep.
that's why I love doing this show this way because it's like we're having a conversation and your fans or people that may not even know who you are going to see this and be like, wow, Waylon's just a regular dude. It's not this,
Exactly.
like
And
that's
that's what's cool about everybody.
right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
No, it was just that. It's just I want it to be like this, and like we've had huge names, we've had nobodies, we've had everybody in between, and it's like just talk like you're a person. Like nobody gives a shit here that you have gold records or no gold records or whatever. Like no, like just have a conversation because we've lost that as a society too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you watch TV and people they'll cry about a celebrity breaking a fucking fingernail or whatever. I'm
Right?
not joking. And it's
No.
like, dude, you walk down you you would shed a tear for them for whatever reason. And if you walk down the road, there might be a veteran who lost his house and lost his wife, and he's on the side of the road, and you never even looked twice at him.
Right.
But this person you're gonna shed a tear for, it's
Right.
it's completely backwards, man.
That's fucked up.
And everybody's just got to be a normal person. You
Yeah.
you said it really well. That's a
Yeah.
really good way to say it.
Yeah. And it's I've been watching your socials and watching what you've been doing, for a while, and since all this has been booked and all that, and like I get excited when I know like a real person is coming on, if that makes sense. And that's no disrespect to anybody else, but when I already know that there's going to be a decent conversation to come, it makes it easier. So I thank you for that too.
Well, absolutely, man. And dude, you can't be scared to be yourself. You
No,
literally cannot. If you're scared to be yourself,
dude,
that's just a terrible way to live.
right,
You got to get comfortable with yourself, man. And
absolutely.
do you know how weird? Do you know how weird it is to film yourself making eggs in the morning?
Yeah,
Sometimes it's weird.
I'm sure. I'm sure
You
it
know what
is.
I mean? But you got to get comfortable with yourself because if and you have to use social media as a tool. So if you just be yourself and just, hey, this is what I'm doing, come out to a show and I'm making an omelet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People get that. They're like, dude, he's doing what I did 2 hours ago.
right,
You know?
right.
Or if you're in the woods and you're about to shoot deer, it's just show that you're a human being and everything gets along really well.
That I when I started doing this show, I tried to put myself. I don't want to say I wanted to put myself in a box to make it. I compared myself with all the others that are out there, right? And then I realized that's not fucking working. So as soon as I stripped that all away and just put my regular everyday, this is who I am persona out there for everything, dude, like the whole thing did a complete 180 and it just blew up.
Hell yeah, man. It just being yourself. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that you can do because it's crazy how people can recognize like fakeness.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really easy to recognize. And people don't want that. They want just real, raw, good entertainment,
Right.
whether it's music, podcast, television, anything, the
Right.
radio. They just want normal people talking.
Yeah. And and your music does
And that's
that in this
exactly what we're doing, dude.
right. And that exactly. So um so for what you've got going on, how can people keep up with you, follow what you're doing, the whole nine yards? What
Yeah, man. So, you can follow me on like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. And it's Waylon Hanel Music. First name Waylon, Waylon. Last name Hanel, Hanel, with music behind it. And yeah, we post every day. We post at the first of the month where I'm going to be playing at, future schedules, and just what's going to be going on. And yeah, if you like good music, go check me out on all the streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. I'm on them all. And the only thing I need to get on is Touch Tunes. I need to look into that.
yeah.
So when I go to a bar, I can actually play it on Touch Tunes.
Dude, don't beat yourself up too
But
much
yeah,
about it. I mean, Treaty Oak just got on there this summer, so you're fine.
what? They weren't
Yeah.
on there?
They weren't on there for the longest time, and it was just this
Dang, man.
year.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
I don't
yeah,
feel as bad.
yeah. You're doing fine. You're doing all right. But man, I could honestly
Okay.
talk.
Well,
I could
thank you
talk.
for reassuring because that's been
Yeah,
on my mind, man.
yeah. I mean, I could talk to you all day, but I'm gonna kind of be me here for a second. I was told I had a hard cutoff at a half an hour, so I'm gonna let you go. But we'll do this again soon,
Oh,
and
okay.
kick some more ass.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, hey, very nice meeting you. And
Same.
it's Boston you live next to, right?
Yeah. I'm up in New England. Yep,
If I'm ever over there, I'll give you a shout and we'll have a beer, man.
dude. Absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to.
There we go. Well, hey, thank you again for your time, and
Yeah,
we'll
man.
chat soon, man. This was a
Sounds
lot of
good, buddy.
fun.
Good. I'm glad.
You take her easy, brother.
See ya.
Well, there you have it, everyone. Waylon, thank you so much again, buddy, for being on. And again, happy birthday. Can't wait to see what this kid does with what he's got going on, because it seems like there's a train rolling here that, if you're in his area and you're seeing him, go support him, go do all those things. There's nothing you can do more than go and support live music and downloads and all that shit, of course. But the going to support live is the biggest thing. What are we missing? I don't think we're really missing anything. It's kind of a slow week. It's that time of year. Yeah, I got nothing. I got really nothing. Everything I got, I'll just preach about, and then I'm sure somebody would get a hold of me and bitch and complain and tell me how much of a fucking awful person I am. So we're just gonna skip the middleman. We're just gonna say goodnight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And that's that. I hope you guys come back next Monday. And yeah, that's it. I've learned that I'm not very good at ending this shit. So we're just gonna do this. Cheers.